The recent deportation of German and American observers Dr. Brinkel Stephanie, a German passport holder, and Miss Catherine Janelle Almquist, a U.S. passport holder, by the Tanzania Immigration Service Department highlights the government's stringent stance against perceived foreign interference in its domestic affairs. This action underscores a growing sentiment within Tanzania that foreign involvement is often cloaked as a humanitarian effort, while in reality it serves to undermine sovereignty and national integrity. Tanzania's government has been facing significant scrutiny from international observers, particularly following the ongoing treason trial of opposition leader Tundu Lissu. Deported individuals were reportedly attempting to intervene in this high-profile case, which has been a flashpoint for tensions between the Tanzanian administration and the opposition factions. The government's decisive action in expelling these observers is a clear assertion that it will not tolerate what it deems interference in its judicial processes. This deportation is emblematic of a broader narrative regarding views of neo-colonialism. Tanzania's leadership has been vocal about the constant interference from Western nations, positioning it as an affront to its sovereignty. This framing suggests that the Tanzanian government sees foreign involvement not as altruistic advocacy for human rights, but rather as a form of indirect colonialism, seeking to influence or reshape Tanzania's political landscape under the guise of global norms and humanitarian concerns.
Nje huko wanakaa Tanzania ifanye moja, ifanye mbili, ifanye tatu, halafu ndio itakuwa hivi. Who are you?
The question arises, does this deportation serve as a wake-up call for Western allies to reconsider their approach to Tanzania? For years, Western nations have engaged in dual strategy of promoting human rights while simultaneously pursuing economic and strategic interests in the region. Tanzania's strong reaction may signal to these nations that their methods need re-evaluation. If perceived as intrusive, such interventions could backfire, leading not only to diplomatic rifts but also to a broader rejection of Western narratives in Africa. The fallout from these deportations could strain diplomatic ties with Germany and the US. Historically, these countries have been significant partners in various development initiatives and diplomatic dialogues with Tanzania. However, continued episodes of diplomatic tension could lead to a cooling of relations. Current and future aid projects could be jeopardized if Tanzania perceives that its autonomy is being undermined. Aid conditionality, often tied to human rights improvement, could be challenged by the Tanzanian government, leading to a standoff. Should Tanzania continue down this path, it will risk isolating itself from beneficial partnerships. Western nations could see this as a warning sign to reevaluate their connections not just with Tanzania, but with similar countries in the region, demonstrating rising nationalist sentiments against foreign interference. In light of these tensions, Tanzania may turn towards non-Western countries like China or Russia for support, effectively diversifying its diplomatic and economic ties while distancing itself from traditional Western allies. The deportation of foreign observers serves as a stark reminder of Tanzania's commitment to defending its sovereignty against perceived neo-colonial influences. It signals a growing resolve among Tanzanian leaders to align with nationalist sentiments, creating a complex landscape for Western diplomacy. This situation re-evolution of foreign relations, it may prompt Western nations to reconsider their strategies when engaging with Tanzania, balancing their human rights advocacy with a respect for national sovereignty. As Tanzania asserts its stance, the international community must grapple with the consequences of its actions on diplomatic relations and influence in the region.